I'm Sydney Abear. I'm from Donaldsonville, but I've been living in Baton Rouge for about 10 years. Vera is 6 months old. She was named after my dad's mom, my Mimi. She is very sweet and patient. She lets me do anything I want. She lets me, clean her nose out, wipe her face. She actually loves having her face wiped. But she's just very patient and playful, and she loves little kids and babies and people, and she loves talking, just like her mom. We had done OB Express a few weeks before we went to the hospital, so when we got there, it was very easy. It was a lot faster than I thought it would be. We got there, and I was immediately taken to a room, hooked up to fetal monitors. We got to hear the baby's heart rate, which was really fun. Amanda and Lynn from Woman's were there taking pictures, and it was just a really exciting, fun morning. The nurses were really great. They did a great job holding me for my epidural. I was kind of nervous about that, but I didn't even feel it. It was great. They were very supportive. They kind of talked me through everything, made sure I knew exactly what was going on. And, I got to have a mirror so I could see exactly what was going on, which was nice. I was glad I got to see it. I was really nervous about how my husband would do in the delivery room. Wes has historically gotten faint anytime I've gotten the slightest cut or any kind of injury. So I thought that he might faint. In fact, I made sure that my dad was going to be there and my mom and Angela from Woman's to catch him if he fell. So, but he did really well. He held up, and he was actually a lot more involved than I thought he would be. So he couldn't bring himself to cut the cord, but that was okay. One of the other things that was special is that the doctor who delivered me was there to assist with Vera's delivery. So it was kind of funny because my parents got to catch up with him, and it was just kind of a full circle thing. So that was neat. After I had Vera, she got to meet my family briefly, and they bathed her and all that stuff. And then everybody cleared the room so I could nurse. And I was kind of apprehensive about it. I was really hoping that I could make it work because I definitely wanted to nurse. It was a big part of what I envisioned my whole first child experience to be like. But Vera latched on right away, so that was wonderful. A few days later, though, I had a couple of questions, and there were questions, the lactation nurses had come and talked to me a little bit, and they kind of tell you some things, and I had taken classes. But until you're kind of in the situation, you really don't know what questions you have. So one of my favorite things about my post-delivery experience is that the lactation nurse left her number, and she said, call me if you need anything. And so while I was having a particular issue, I got to call them, and she came, within 10 minutes, and she was there and answered the specific questions I had at that time. So that was really wonderful. Everyone at Woman's was great. The night nurses who saw me crying a few times, and all the ladies that came in, the aides that changed the sheets and brought us blankets and brought us stuff for Vera. We didn't send her to the nursery, so it was nice to have some kind of support every now and then. Someone would come in and change her diaper, which Wes really appreciated. Wes did not faint when he changed his first diaper. He got lucky, and my mom changed the first couple, but by the time he got to his, he had been prepared with childbirth prep classes, and he considered himself a pro. So he did a great job.